Hello guys, I'm Sam Nijin. First of all, I would like to thank Codescape for providing me this wonderful opportunity to work as a data science intern. We have two phases of task. So in the first phase, we'll be having the normal task as well as the golden task. Currently, I'm explaining about the normal task. It's the exploratory data analysis on global terrorism. So let's get into the PPT. So first, let's see the outline. This PPT contains the executive summary, introduction, methodology. It shows how the project is being done, then the results, what are the insights from the analysis, then the conclusion, and finally the appendix. So, executive summary. So here I have explained that dataset is being obtained from the Kaggle, where the link is being shown in the next slides. The pre-processing as well as the data extraction is very important in each and every data analysis project, because without data pre-processing we can't use the data directly, because it's a raw data, we can't extract the insights from it. So it is very important to pre-process the data and to extraction of the features. Like if you're having something relevant things, then you can make the analysis better, and with irrelevant things we can't make it proper, right? So in order to avoid such a irrelevant things, we have extracted only the important features of the data set. Then the visualizations are made to make the non-technical stakeholders to understand the data better, and finally the insights, which represent how the data is being manipulated and how the data is being described. All those things are being described. Okay, next let's get to the introduction. So the title of the project is Exploratory Data Analysis of Global Terrorism. So the term terrorism means the attacks by the terrorist on the global range. The main motive of this project is to find the insights about how the pattern of the attack is been happening, and wherever the places is been attacked the most and wherever the places is been attacked less, and what's the reason of that attack, and what's the basic motive, and what's the major attack type, and how many people were killed and how many people were wounded. All those things were being displayed here, and the visualizations are made as I said earlier. Okay, so next, let's get into the methodology. It's a process how this project is being done. So the first part of any data analysis project is the data collection. So here, the data collection is a very simple task. Just from the Kaggle, as I said earlier, the link is being shown here. From this link, the data is being collected. Then the data wrangling process. It's a pre-processing process. Like if you have some NaN values, which is not a number value, so these values has been removed, and for some process we having some category data. So in order to manipulate with the data, we need a numerical data, right? So we have to encode the labels. So we will be using all those stuffs to make it up. Then the models of Python like pandas and numpy are used. So pandas is a two-dimensional dataset framework which is used to manipulate the data of Python, and NumPy is a numerical Python which is used to play with the numbers, numerals, and so on. Next, the ADA, Exploratory Data Analysis. So here visualization plays a vital role. So without visualization, the non-technical stakeholders couldn't be understanding what the thing is happening over here. So if consider the two stakeholders, stakeholder A and stakeholder B. If stakeholder A is okay with statistics and some machine learning algorithm or data analysis bot, know what the thing is happening over the data set without the visualization too. But it's little harder. Consider stakeholder B, he doesn't aware of the data analysis, the machine learning algorithms, the data and the statistics itself, and he also wants to know what the thing is being here. So in order to make him to understand better, we should proceed with the data visualization. So even though considering the numbers, the text and so on, we will be more attracted towards the visuals like the graphs, plots and so on. So it's very important to make the data visualization in the data analysis project. Then now let's get into the result. So results are nothing but the data understanding of the project from the data set. Okay, so this should be understood by each and everyone. So I have displayed the plots, each and every plots and graphs to make you understand better. So the insights drawn. So first I have made the top 10 countries by number of states plot. Okay. So by this plot we can understand that Algeria has the most number of state. That is a count of state. It's more than 175 number of states are there in Algeria. And in Mexico there are around 50 states. And Russia is the second most country with the more amount of state. Then the bar plot of distribution of region across state. So like here, the region is being shown. So the Middle East and North Africa has the most number of states, which is nearly around 500 states. And Australasia and Oceania has the least amount of states, that is nearly to 50 states. And after Middle East and North America, the Sub-Saharan Africa comes into play. And then the Eastern Europe, then followed by Southeast Asia and Europe, and so on. So by this we can understand whatever the states and how many states are being in the particular region. Then let's get into the attack type. It's the most important thing that we have to analyze it. So this pie chart shows the percentage or the distribution of the attacks, the top 5 attacks. So we can see that a bombing or explosion, which is using the bomb or explosives to make the attack, is being done more and more times, which is around 51 percentage. So if we consider each and every attack type, it will be near to 50%. And the second one is the armed assault, which is using gun, they will be killing or attacking the peoples. Then it followed by assault, assassination, and so on. And then let's see the bar plot of distribution of attack by number of killed. So here we can see that the armed assault only kills more amount of people than the bombing or explosion. In the previous pie chart, we have seen that a more amount of attack being happened with bombing or explosion, but it doesn't kills a lot of people as the armed assault do. Even though armed assault being a second place in the attack type, it kills a more amount of people, which means it damages and it's the most deadliest attack type. Next, let's see about the distribution of attack type by the number of wounds, by the number of wounded. So here we can see that a bombing, bombing or explosion wounded more amount of people rather than the armed assault, which does only wounded the less amount of people. If the armed assault is being happened, it kills the people, not it just wound the people. It just wounded a few amount of people. But considering the bombing or explosion, it wounds a lot of people, but it kills a few people. So we should consider both into our case because it mostly attacks and damages the people, also kills the people in a very bigger count. So we must keep this in mind. Then let's see the bad cloud of the countries. So this cloud shows the text which are bigger or repeating many times in the data set, which means these countries are being attacked again and again. So we can see that Iraq, Pakistan, United Kingdom, Colombia, Afghanistan are the most attacked countries in the data set, and the Philippines, India, Kenya are the least attacked countries by the terrorists. Then let's see the top 5 kill value by country. So United Kingdom is in the topmost place, that is the kill value. Like the most amount of people have been killed from the United Kingdom, and is followed by United States, Mexico, Dominican Republic, then West Germany. Then the wounded value by countries, which means the country which has the most amount of wounded people after an attack. So here the United States stands to be first, then followed by Dominican Republic, Western Germany, Malaysia, and finally Nigeria. So this so next let's see the line plot of occurrence by year and attack type. So here we can see very clearly that In the 1970s, there are very few amount of attacks, and after 1980s, the bombing or explosion came a little bit high, and after 1990s to 2000s, the bombing has been degraded. Like it is not being used so often, and after 2000s and 2010s, it's been the most attack type that is happening in the global level, and is followed by the armed assault, which also helps in the same time where the attack type bombing is being improved by the terrorists. And this trend changes only after 2005 to 2008 of the year. So we must be careful about this. Then the third most attack type, which is the most occurrence attack type, is the hostage taking, which is the kidnapping. So it's also being an important thing. So we must be careful about these things. Now let's see the chloropet map of the world. So from this map, we can understand whatever the region are being in red color is being attacked the most, and followed by the lightened color till yellow. So we can see the area Iraq to be the most attacked area, and the Pakistan and Afghanistan is lesser than the Iraq, then India, then the African part. Okay, so as we have seen this messaging, let's come to a conclusion. So later on 2000s, the attack increased, especially the bombing and armed assault, with also kidnapping. The most common motive is unknown, which is we doesn't know what the motive is and what they are attacking for. And the sectarian violence and the Islamic State are the rest of the motive. Then North Africa and Middle East region are the most affected by attacks. Even though Iraq has a many attacks, when we compare as a region of area, we will be seeing that the North Africa as well as the Middle East region are being most attacked. The common type of attack is on the private or civilians, the private property and so on. Then it is followed by the government property, which is journal. Next, let's see the most common countries like Iraq, Pakistan, United Kingdom, Afghanistan are the most affected countries by the attacks. So this is the appendix where you can see my project, which is the IPONB file of this project. All those visualization, all those data pre-processing, all those feature extraction techniques will be shown there. So that's it, guys. Thank you. Once again, I would like to thank Codescape for providing me this wonderful opportunity to enhance myself and to enrich my knowledge. So thank you.